use of marijuana.
Let's go!
Let's go! Glad to have you back.
Super Bowl, nothing less.
Let's go, AVT.
What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson!
Keep the faith, guys. Keep the faith.
Love it.
Let's get it! Wow! Jet Life Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets Media, I love you all.
Shout out Jets Media.
Busted they ass.
Busted their ass. Wow, did the New York Jets need that win last night? Happy Victory Friday, everybody. Welcome on into the show. My name is Richie Malora, and I'm excited to give you my thoughts and get your thoughts in the chat. We're going to be taking callers. It's Victory Friday as the New York Jets go out there and beat the Texans last night. You know I'm wearing my G5 jersey again this morning. Can you blame me? Can you blame me there? So the Jets are coming off a huge win last night, and Jets fans have been going nuts ever since. Shout out to BetUS for the sponsor, for being the proud sponsor of the show. As always, man, we're excited right now on Jets Media. Chat, you let me know your overall expectations, your thoughts for the season coming up after that game last night. But I also just want to keep it grounded and just focus on last night in particular, because what we just saw from this Jets team is something that we've been waiting for all season long, man. All season long. I needed this win. Jets fans needed this win. I mean, for so many different reasons. So many different reasons did we need this just to come out there and get the job done, man. Because we've been through a lot this season. We've been through a lot this season, okay? It's absolutely absurd how much we've been through. And I want to get your guys' thoughts. I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button, folks. We also, huge shout out to the chat and everybody at the Jets Media family, because we hit 25,000 subscribers last night. That's a big deal here on the channel. Absolute monster milestone right there. So shout out to everybody. We got a new live counter of subscribers on the screen. So if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Woo! Garrett Wilson is my guy. If you guys know me, you know that Garrett Wilson is my favorite player on this Jets team. He has been since he got drafted here. He has continued to be. I'm going to sit down, man. And the fact that he had his moment, it warms my heart. It absolutely warms my heart, man, because Garrett Wilson deserves that, especially after that Sunday night game against Pittsburgh, where we saw Garrett Wilson, drop the pass and kind of resulted in basically a pick six because of Garrett Wilson. He needed that. He needed that so bad. I've been hyping up Garrett Wilson, especially him, for a reason. He's the one player on this team that I have the most confidence in out of all, the quote-unquote, the young core for the Jets. Sauce, Garrett, Brees, Jermaine, all those boys. If there's one of them that I want to be a Jet forever, it's Garrett Wilson, man. That's how I felt And I'm happy that my boy G5 came through, bro. Came through. My boy G5 came through for us. 2 tutties. People forgetting that he had 2 one-handed catches, not just one. The catch of the year. The Air Jordan catch. Air Wilson, baby. B-Mac with a $5 super chat. Shout out to B-Mac says, the energy in that stadium was lit last night. Coincidentally, sat right behind Jake Asman, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, man, what a game. Felt good. Let's go, B-Mac. Happy you were there. Happy you were there with Jake Asman. I'm sure that was a great time sitting near him. I'm sure Jets fans were going nuts at MetLife Stadium because the expectations going into that game was fairly low. So the fact that they overexceeded expectations, that must feel good. That must feel good. Richie, you're a legend, King. Nah, you're the king. Don't call me king. That's you, brother. That's all you, man. Great victory, but must clean up the penalties. It's unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, how about that special teams penalty that actually worked in our favor because they ended up missing the field goal? Crazy. Congrats on 25K, Richie. You deserve it. Thank you, Charles. You're my man. My boy Charles coming in here. Much love to you. Much love to you, man. The defense deserves a lot of credit last night. How about Quinnen Williams stepping up, having his dominance, right? Will McDonald with like the most pressures, I think, out of any player in a game this season. Hassan Reddick actually getting on the stat sheet. How about Jamie and Sherwood making plays? Jalen Mills leading the Jets in tackles at safety. The list goes on and on and on. How about Michael Clemens getting a clutch sack? I mean, this Jets team, it all clicked. It all came together. And I'm hopeful that Malachi Corley can bounce back. Because the way that Jets fans are saying that we should cut him and stuff, like, give me a break. All right? Rookies make mistakes. Unacceptable. Unacceptable mistake by Malachi Corley. He knows that, but he'll bounce back. All right? Let's not just give up on a rookie because he made a rookie mistake now. Come on, we're better than that. Jets had 8 sacks as a team, folks. 8 of them. 8 sacks. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that beautiful? You're still cooler than Jake, though, just saying. It's not about who's cooler, man. Jake is my guy. Jake is a great friend of mine. Appreciate the $2, brother. Matthew's back in. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah, Matthew. We got him back. We got him back. I feel like last night was something that Jets fans needed so bad for so many reasons. We come in 10-7 by end of year easy. That means we lose one game. One more game is what we lose if we finish 10-7. The margin of error of this team is so low. So low. So low. The margin of error for this Jets team is so low, man. They got to go out there and just keep stacking the wins. I sat in a row 104 last night, and I saw that beauty of a catch by GW right in front of me. OBJ who? I only saw Garrett Air Wilson. My boy, Jose, in the chat. Much love to you, man. That is awesome that you got to witness that live. I'm jealous, but boy, that was unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was the moment that Jets fans, like, if this season gets turned around and we're even in playoff contention, bro, that catch is going to be looked at as the moment everything changed. So shout out to Jose for the super chat. Last week they wanted to trade Garrett. This week they want to cut Corley. Next week trade Sauce. Come on, man. We're not. If anybody said actually to trade Garrett Wilson, stop. Anybody that's saying literally cut Corley, stop. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's stop with that nonsense. We're better than that, Jets fans. We're better than that. All right. So I'm curious what you guys are feeling right now. What's the energy? What is the energy right now amongst the Jets fan base? Are we satisfied? I really invite Jets fans to just like appreciate this win for what it is. Try not to get caught up in the idea of, oh, let's win out now. Oh, let's go on a run. Like, yeah, that would be great. We're going to be rooting for that. But let's enjoy that win last night, man. Let's enjoy that win. Exactly. One game at a time. There's no reason for us to get overly excited and start just getting delusional and thinking that one game means we're going to win every single game the rest of the way. Okay? We need to show consistency. We need to show the ability to go out there and go on the road and beat a good team because that's what's next. We have a good team coming up in Arizona. Now, the Jets are coming off a mini bye after winning on Thursday night, which is a positive. But if this Jets team can just get chemistry, especially Aaron Rodgers with Garrett Wilson and Davante Adams, which things seemed to click last night. You never know. You never know, man. You never know. DF Forever with a super chat. Shout out to my man, Dwayne. Didn't Dan say you were going to win? Congrats, Richie, and to all the Jets fans. Much respect to you and the channel. Yeah, man, Dan did say we're going to win. So did TD. I didn't pick the Jets to win. Maybe that's why we won. Maybe that's why we won. I don't know. But thank you, DF Forever, for the $5 super chat. Everybody give my man DF Forever some dono hype in the chat, man. Hit that like button for him. Thank you so much, DF Forever. Much love to you for the super chat. I love Richie's energy. John, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I can't wait for the nature walk later. The nature walk stream later is going to be glorious. It's going to be a glorious show. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show, man, because this is a great time. This is an absolute great time, Jets Nation. Soak this in. Soak this in, man. Shout out to the people tuning in on Instagram. We got people live on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, on X, wherever you're watching. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Hey, we got the Texans fan who's talking a lot of smack before this game. Good win for y'all. Much respect to you, man. Good luck the rest of the way. I think it's finally time for Texans fans to admit that the New York Jets organization owns C.J. Stroud. 0-2 versus C.J. Stroud. Well, excuse me, 2-0 versus C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is 0-2 against us. Just saying. Just saying, man. So that's huge stuff there. Now the New York Jets, they climb all the way up to the 10th seed heading into this weekend. And now the Jets have to be able to go out there and win against the Cardinals and just keep clawing away. One game at a time. And isn't it beautiful that we saw Davante Adams make an impact? The fact that, he converted a 4th down and then he got hurt. And then the next time he gets on the field, he scores that elite touchdown. Beautiful thing. Absolute beautiful thing. Happy for Garrett. He's our number 1 receiver. Yeah, man. Garrett Wilson is our number 1 receiver. Just saying. Davante Adams is here, but G5 is our number 1. And that's a fact. G5 is our number 1 receiver. And that's not a knock on Davante Adams, but that's how the Jets should be operating, man. That's how the Jets should be operating this if I'm the Jets. 100%. This is huge. I think what the Jets just proved is that they are able to beat the best. Now, there's also a lot of individual performances we got to give a highlight to. Will McDonald, Hassan Reddick, Quinnen Williams. The defensive line had one of the best games of the season. 8 sacks as a team. 8 sacks as a team is unbelievable, man. Adams and Wilson better than Hill and Waddle. Now, that's a fact. This season, for sure. Jalen Waddle is also not better than Garrett Wilson. I think we can all finally put that debate to bed. But what is that going to do? What is that going to do, right? I need to get the Garrett Wilson photo framed on my wall, like, right now. I wonder if I should be able to do that. Malachi Corley, we need you to stay hot. We need you to stay hot, man. We need Malachi Corley to go out there and just take advantage of his next opportunity. Chuck Clark is coming back, right? No, he was on IR. I think he's going to miss another game or 2. But Jalen Mills has been phenomenal. How about Jalen Mills? Guys, Jalen Mills has plugged in and played the best safety I feel like we've had in years. I really think that. So the Jets have a lot of positive energy, and us Jets fans, I'm excited to get your guys' thoughts when we open this up for some callers. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Those 3 touchdowns had touch. Usually Rodgers throws outside, too much speed. Yeah, the cool thing about that game, too, is Aaron Rodgers had a phenomenal second half. What was he, 15 for 18, 3 touchdowns? I mean, you don't get better than that. You do not get better than that. You really don't. We also had a forced fumble. We recovered a fumble. We won the turnover battle. We did not turn the ball over. Because let's be honest, the Jets were the better team last night. Our quarterback had 3 touchdowns. Their quarterback had 0. We had 8 sacks as a defense. They had 2 sacks as a defense. We can keep going. I mean, we just went out there and played our best brand. We played the best half of football in the season. Best half of football for the season. And we got people out there just living it up, man. Let's listen in to Ulbrich. Jeff Ulbrich's speech. I actually did not see this yet. I want to hear Jeff Ulbrich's speech after the game. Coach Brick, my boy. Let's go, Coach. All right, let's share the screen real quick of Coach Brick. All right, let's hear from Coach. Congratulations to Jeff Ulbrich, his first win as a Jets interim coach.
Through all the adversity, guys, you guys stayed together. Let's go. And you kept working. And we leaned on each other. We didn't let the outside noise and world divide us. It made it tighter and galvanized us, man. Guys, I'm so proud of the group, man. The way you guys stayed together, the way you were so resilient. That game right there represents exactly what the process of this thing, man. That boy animal.
You guys ready?
Look at Woody Johnson, man.
First win, man.
Woody can't help himself.
Hey, bring it up, guys. Bring it up. We got everything we need. We said it last night, multiple times. We're all we got. We're all we need, man. That's it. Let's go, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Man, you got to feel for Jeff Ulbrich, bro. You got to feel for Jeff Ulbrich. So, congratulations to him. He's put in an impossible situation, and he finally gets a win, man. Obviously, he has not been perfect, but the fact that he was able to get a first win is awesome. Of course, Woody Johnson had to be involved and give him the game ball. Thanks, Woody. Thanks so much, Woody, for everything that you've done, man. You've done such a good job owning this franchise. Yeah, right. But could this be something that spirals the Jets into something positive is the question that everyone's asking. I want to just take it game by game and not think too far ahead in the future. But at the end of the day, man, it's hard to think that this Jets team can't or won't use this as momentum. The Jets came off their last Thursday night victory with an L against the Broncos. We have to be able to go out there and win. And I think that there's so many optics about this game that narratives got proved wrong. People were like, oh, Garrett Wilson's a number 2 receiver. He's never going to be a number 1. He sucks. He's overrated. That's not true. If there's anybody that's overrated on this team right now, it's Sauce Gardner. And I can admit that. It's not Garrett Wilson. I'll tell you that much. Sauce still is struggling, Sauce Gardner is. But Garrett Wilson isn't. I mean, he right now is one of the best receivers in football in terms of the stats. Stats don't lie. The stats don't lie, baby. That's huge. So, woo! Jets Nation, you should enjoy this win, man. Enjoy this win. Please don't forget to hit the like button for the boy as you come on into the show. Let's get some callers in the building. I want to hear from Jets fans. I want to get your reactions to last night's game, man, because it was a joy to witness this team go out there and dominate in that second half and lead this Jets team to a victory, man. A victory. We actually have a win. And I notice it's pretty funny. When the Jets win, my views are down. So I think the reason for that is because it's all Jets fans watching, opposed to when the Jets lose, it's non-Jets fans watching, soaking in the misery of us. I guess that's it. But I'm shocked that there's not still more Jets fans pulling up. Come on, man. Pull up to the show. Hit the like button, guys. I'm excited, man. You should be too. There's no reason why you should not be excited right now. Don't let anybody take away this feeling, Jets fans. These wins don't come often, it feels like, with the Jets. And let's be honest with ourselves. It's true. These wins are sacred, okay? Don't take it for granted. I don't want to remind everybody I don't want to be that guy to remind everybody, like, hey, man, like, you never know when we're going to win again. Like, this is the energy that we got to tap into, all right? Folks, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes, baby. 100 likes. I barely got sleep last night. I was just so, like, amped up. It was hard for me to sleep last night. I was so amped up, man. I'm so pumped up. I'm so beyond pumped up. Jets Nation, let's freaking go, man. We deserve this shit. We deserve it. 100% deserve it. Let me know, chat. What's your level of excitement right now? Do you feel like we have a chance to just, I don't even know what to say. Go. Oh, my God. I don't even know. All I know is Jets fans deserve this. Let's get it. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. 5 touchdowns for Garrett Wilson. That's a career high in the season already. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. We got to get Malachi Corley in the end zone next game. That should be the Jets' goal. Give him another chance. Quinton Williams, Hassan Reddick, and McDonald is an elite trio. They open up guys for guys like Clemens and Kinlaw, even Sherwood. Do you know what this made me think about? Man, I miss Jermaine Johnson. Because that's what this defensive line was supposed to be. Imagine having Quinton Williams, Hassan Reddick, Will McDonald, and Jermaine Johnson. Oh, my God, bro. This defense would be unstoppable. Oh, man, I wish we had Jermaine. But, hey, you can't think of it that way. And if you turn on ESPN, you turn on all the national networks, you know what they're saying? They're comparing this catch from Garrett Wilson to OBJ. They're comparing the catch to Odell Beckham Jr. There has not been a catch like Odell Beckham Jr. since that. And now we have a catch similar, both New York, both in MetLife Stadium. But the difference is the Jets won that game. Giants did not. So I'm giving the nod to Garrett Wilson. I'm totally not biased, right? I'm not biased. Hit the like button, folks. Let's get in some callers to share their thoughts of the win from the New York Jets. Charles Gorman's live. Charles Gorman.
Hey, Richie, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Charles? I'm doing great. Happy Victory Friday, man.
You too, man. It's funny. I wasn't even planning on watching the game last night. I was actually planning on doing a Halloween-themed movie review last night. I was watching the 2004 Van Helsing movie on Netflix. And then I said, let's see how bad or how well the Jets do. And the Jets ended up winning that game.
Wow, look at that. Maybe we don't need you to watch next week either, Charles.
Anyway, that Garrett Wilson catch was incredible. My reaction was pretty much similar as yours, but I couldn't do it because, thank you, my mother was sleeping, so I don't want to wake the demon. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to wake the mother up when she's sleeping, the mama bear.
Huh? Okay. Look, Richie, it was good talking with you. I'll see you later.
Charles. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to Charles Gorman. My man, Charles. Shout out to him, as always. Hit that like button, folks. Hit the link at the top of the chat. Let's get some more people in the chat right now and talk some ball. It's Celebrate Victory Friday. It's been so long since we celebrated a victory on this channel, man. So let's soak it in. Let's enjoy it together, Jets Nation. Next up, we got my boy, Bess. What's good, Bess? Good to see you, man.
What's up, brother?
Living the dream.
Bro, great game last night. I mean, first half kind of sucked, but second half was a big change up right there, which is what you want to see, which we wanted to see all year long. But,
literally.
But, man, I mean, I'm happy for the win. It's just I'm still at a prove it point, man. Prove it to me. Win the next two. Win the next two for me to feel different way. I don't even know how to tell you.
And that's totally justified. I think that I think that's how should we feel.
I saw some of our superstar players, man, do what they needed to do in the second half, which I want to see that throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, it just feels good that we like the talent that we've been hyping up all season. Finally, like we saw it produce. It's like, so we're not that crazy.
Yep.
So they actually can do something.
I got one thing to say, man. As for the last caller, bro, if you're not watching the game, man, you're not a fan, bro. I don't care win or lose. You're watching the game if you're a Jets fan, man. Come on. Don't come on the show talking about I was going to do a movie review instead of watch the game. God, bro.
Hey, maybe he needs to do those movie reviews from now on.
Yeah, man, maybe, man. Stick around what you're doing, man. Don't worry about the Jets, bro.
Yeah, man. You know us, real Jets fans. We watch no matter what, win or lose.
Man,
I mean,
'cause
we've been through the ringer.
The last week, the last 3 weeks, man, I'm pulling my hair out, bro. I'm to the point, like, I got young kids at home. I don't want them seeing me frustrated watching the Jets game, stuff like that. Like, I could spend my time elsewhere instead of watch the way these guys are playing right now.
Literally.
Look like a bunch of amateurs. Dude, I'm 5'8". I feel like I could play better than they do, and I'm 40 years old. That's how you feel when you're watching the game. Like, really? You couldn't do that?
100%. I mean, that's why I felt like that game was a perfect representation of the season so far. The first half was so trash. We were embarrassed at halftime, and then they come out there, and all of a sudden, everything clicks.
Yeah, man. Like, next game with you got 10 days now. This is pretty much a mini bye.
Mm-hmm.
Get that rest. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers gets that rest because he was a little mobile the second half, which you want to see because that's when he's at his best.
Exactly, man. So
him sitting in the pocket, that ain't happening no more, bro.
I know, and it's funny. Like, he picked up a first down with his legs, but then he got called back.
Yeah.
And then that next play was the Garrett Wilson one-hander.
Yeah.
So Rodgers finally had a really good game, especially in that second half.
So I want to see them win in Arizona. I don't care about no domination or anything like that. I just want the win.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's by 1 point. I want the win.
4-6 is what we need. 4-6, and then get to 5-6. It's going to the bye with some positivity, man.
You
with some
win
momentum.
these next two, then expectations change.
100%.
Expectations change.
And they're both winnable games.
They're both winnable games. You don't win these two. Hell, man, I don't. Just like you said yesterday on the huddle, because I watched the huddle too.
Much love.
I do not want to see or talk about the draft in the middle of the season.
Oh.
I don't. I'm tired of it, bro.
Oh,
I've been doing this for 22 years watching this team, man. I'm tired of it, man.
We're all tired of it. I hate
can't even talk shit to the other people around me. I live in Texas. Like, I want to talk shit. I can't do it. I got to talk shit about my own team.
Now you do. You're near Houston? Do you have Texans fans around you? Or?
Oh, God, it was brutal, man. With the kids at Halloween, we went to this thing, and all nothing but Texans fans there. They're all wearing their jerseys. They're all watching the game on a big screen. And they're looking at me with my Jets hat on and stuff like, man, how can you root for this team? I was like, hey, it's my team. That's it.
And that's what it's all about. Supporting the Jets down in Texas.
My team, man. I'm not no bandwagon guy that's just going to follow a guy around from team to team.
We are different. This team has built us to be loyal and passionate, win or lose. So, Bess, much love to you. Appreciate the call as always. Great to see your face on a Victory Friday.
Richie, see you, brother.
Salute, man. Salute to Bess. Let's go. He's down there in Texas during the Jets-Texans game, and we are the ones to get the W. How about that? 2 games in a row, the New York Jets have beat the Texans and C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud looked trash against the Jets last year. C.J. Stroud looked trash against the Jets this year. That's something that is absolutely beautiful. Wow, the Jets just changed their profile picture on X to Garrett Wilson's one-hander. I mean, that photo is like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So beautiful. Let's go, man. Let's go. Lascelles up next. What's up,
good?
Lascelles? You're live.
Glad to be live. Glad to be live.
Happy Victory Friday, buddy.
Yep. I can't believe I honestly thought we were gonna lose that game at halftime, but to see us win and the way we won, it's a great phenomenal feeling. But all of that's gonna be for nothing if we don't win the next couple games and go to the playoffs. Though that all of it will be for nothing. So I'm still like
Still a long way for the playoffs.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. But that's what we have to. That's where our goal has to be. Like with this team, that's where our goal has to be is playoffs. Even though, like, I kind of wanted us to get have a chance at getting a head coach. So hopefully, like, I like Jeff Ulbrich, but like as a defensive coordinator, but as a head coach. No.
Yeah, we're getting a new coach next year, no matter what happens this year, in my opinion.
But it's good to see the Jets win. Jets win for all of our mental health.
Yeah,
and
that's for sure.
And hopefully we win against it's Seattle we're playing against next week, right? It's Seattle, right?
That's what we got to do.
Hopefully win there, and hopefully our basketball teams also play well. I heard that the Knicks won their game. The Brooklyn Nets won against the Grizzlies. So
there we go.
So hey, anyone that said that the Brooklyn Nets were going to be trash, hey, I got some news for you. Jordi Fernandez is that coach. You're talking. He knows how to coach. I'm not saying we're going to go to the playoffs or we're going to be playing in team, but I like Jordi Fernandez. Jordi Fernandez is bringing that grit to this team, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Well, LaSalle, I'm happy that you're happy about your Brooklyn Nets, and I'm happy the Jets can bring some joy in your life because we all need it. So salute to you, LaSalle, as always. The Nets are fun, but they ain't make the playoffs, like you said. Come on, LaSalle, let's be honest with ourselves. But at the end of the day, they can. You never know. Cam Thomas is a great player. I'll give you that. At the end of the day, man, I'm looking at ESPN, and they just keep comparing Garrett Wilson and Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch. Pretty unbelievable that these are the two catches that are going to be compared now, it feels like, for millennials. I mean, we've seen a lot of one-handed catches, and every time you get a one-hander, you kind of like always, is that OBJ's catch? Is that as good as OBJ's catch? Is that as good? Like that, the Garrett Wilson catch, I think, is the best catch we've seen since Odell Beckham Jr. Whether it's better or not, that's not the point. But the fact is that it's on the same level to even talk about. I remember watching that game when I was... when was that? 2016, that OBJ catch? I remember watching that, man. Sunday Night Football. Oh, man. And now Garrett Wilson. Could that catch be the reason why this Jets football team goes on a run? Woo! Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be freaking beautiful? All right, let's get up to the next caller. We got Evan the Rizzler.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good, bro? The Rizzler's in the house.
Of course, bro. I had to bring the boom. You know what I'm saying? But
there we go.
Thanks for having me up on the stream. I have a couple things I wanted to talk about. First thing being the hip drop tackle penalty. Right. I remember last year the NFL was talking about enforcing that penalty due to how many players were getting injured. But, as far as my concern, I watch NFL Red Zone every Sunday, and I watch every Thursday night game, every Monday night game. I have not seen a hip drop tackle penalty called at all this year. Have you, personally?
Now that you say it, not that I remember, no.
Exactly, and that's something that I'm interested in. Also, I want to ask you, if Jeff Ulbrich somehow miraculously leads the New York Jets to a playoff berth in the wild card round per se, and we were to lose first round, do you feel obligated to at least give him another year or at least give him a long-term contract?
No, I really don't. I mean, getting this team back together, like I feel like these last 2 years before Rodgers came in, we were like, we're a quarterback away. Now I feel like the sentiment's going to be we're a coach away, a coaching staff. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this coaching staff was built by Robert Saleh, and he's no longer here. So, like, if I'm the ownership, you fired Saleh. You can't keep Saleh's staff without Saleh there. I think they're going to clean house, unless they go on a playoff run and somehow magically get deep. But that they got a long way to go before that. But I think that is. I think they'll give him an interview. I think that maybe he can be part of this staff as a defensive coordinator still, if he wants to. But as a head coach, I got to see more before. More before that.
I don't know. I feel like starting off like 2-6, like if you somehow made the playoffs coming back from 2-6 and the guys rallied around you, I think that shows camaraderie. I think that shows that the players love you. And I think that honestly, Woody Johnson would have no choice but to re-sign Ulbrich. But I also don't think I don't know. I feel like
that's going to be a great problem to have if we get there. By the way, Evan, I hope that problem comes.
Facts. But I also feel like it's hard though because a bunch of coach, they always talk about bringing in a head coach with a new GM, but nobody ever talks about hiring the head coach first and then letting the head coach pick the GM. Is that something that you would consider or no?
GM is usually higher on the pedestal when it comes to the rankings, but the Jets do it differently where the GM and the head coach are kind of on the same level. We need our head coach and GM to be on the same page with things. I would love the Jets to hire someone to be the president of the football operations, and that's the guy who hires the GM and the coach. That's my goal, but Woody Johnson doesn't operate the organization that way. So the structure of the team has failed since Woody Johnson came here, so things needs to change. But we'll see, man. I think that there's a big chance that there's going to be a clean house in the offseason. But, hey, I'm rooting for Ulbrich to be the coach next year because if that's the case, that man did something special this season. So we shall see. Evan, appreciate the call, my man. Salute to you, and let's go Jets.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Much love to you. Victory Friday. Woo! Henny, I think it's overblown. People hated the Knicks owner too. So, talking about that, what Jim Dolan did for the Knicks is what Woody Johnson needs to do. Simply, Jim Dolan found Leon Rose. And now Leon Rose is basically the active owner. He is making all the executive decisions. He is the face of the Knicks. Woody Johnson needs to find that version. That's what I mean. Leon Rose is the president of basketball operations for the Knicks, and he is the guy that's brought the Knicks to relevancy. Woody Johnson, and then that allowed Dolan to get hands off. He doesn't do anything. Woody Johnson needs to stop having his hands on things, find the right man for the job, and step back and let him run the ship. That's what Woody needs to do. Way easier said than done, but that's the only way we can get competent, in my opinion. LaSalle, hey, Richie, can't wait for November 15th, Nets versus Knicks. Hey, man, we gotta sweep you guys again this year, man. That was great to sweep you all last year. Claxton last time your boy Claxton's like, yeah, man, I don't think I lost to the Knicks once in my career. Yeah? What are you now? 5 games straight? Sweep that ass. You know what I mean? Come on now. Only Giovanni the time. $5. Ha ha ha. The Jets win when you gave up, LOL. Also, LOL Texans. I think me and Jets fans around me needed to give up on this team for them to respond that way. I am not ashamed of myself the way that I reacted last week. They deserved my rant. They deserved me ripping them to shreds. Okay? Every Jets fan that ripped them to shreds this past week, they deserved it. 5 losses in a row to the Patriots. They deserve that shit. But now, this is what they do? Listen. They've proved that they are not able to be a team to handle adversity until last night. And that's big. And let's look at it this way. I know it's a division game, but who'd you guys rather beat, the Patriots or the Texans? Right? Like, obviously from a division rival standpoint and just like lore, we hate the Patriots. But if you had to choose, if we beat the Patriots but we lost to the Texans, we wouldn't be feeling as good because, here we go. Our only wins are against bad teams. We just beat a very good football team. By the way, a team that the Buffalo Bills couldn't beat. Just saying. Just saying. So appreciate the super chat, my man. We got a legend up next. King Lowski. My boy.
Richie, my brother. Richie, my brother. Happy Friday. Yeah, happy Victory Friday, baby.
Happy
it's
Victory
all
Friday,
lovely.
my man.
It's all lovely out here, baby. It's all orange and blue sky. Let me just say this foremost. Hey, LaSalle, it's only one. It's only one New York team out here, baby. It's only one. Jimmy Casket, it's only one, baby. Okay? At the end of the day, the Knicks runs the town, baby. Okay? Let me just say this, man. It was a lovely game, man. Way to get back on track. I didn't have us winning this game. I was one of the ones with you, Richie. I was like, ain't no way in hell we just gonna win this game, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad my boys proved me wrong, baby. I'm always happy when my boys win, man. I know that boy Ruben. I know he's sick right now. I know Ruben is sick right now. And shout out to you, Ruben, man. We'll see you on the round tables during the week. But hey, man, I'm just looking at it from this standpoint, man. We have to get to 5 and 6 at the bye. Okay, we got to show because, hey, let's be honest. If we do make a run, if we do make this push to the playoffs, we're gonna be on the road. So we need to prove that we can win on the road. Okay, we proved that in Tennessee. Hey, but we gotta beat good teams on the road, and that's what the playoffs is gonna consist of if we make this push. So, hey man, I just want us to go into Arizona and get that win, come back home, beat the Colts, and then we can make some noise because I'm telling you. If we 5 and 6 at the bye, man, ain't nobody gonna want to play us, man. We too talented of a team for us to be, one of the bad teams on the downside in the NFL, man. If we really get our stuff together, we will be dangerous to every team in the NFL, man. All we got to do is stay consistent. Now, last night, hey man, what was it? I don't know how many yards for penalties, man. What was it? 80, 95, something like that. Still undisciplined football. Yeah, still undisciplined football out there, and we can't overcome undisciplined football at all, man. It can't happen. Not in the professional league, man. You can get away with that shit in college. You can't get away with it in the NFL, man. And it shows. That's why we in the predicament we in. So I just want to see our team do good, man. I want to make this push, man. If we one step. This is the first step. Let's take one more step. We got a little mini bye. Let's do our thing, baby. GTS! Just stats! GTS! Just stats! Let's go!
My boy King Lowski, much love to you, brother. Man, you love the energy. And he brings up a good point. The Jets got to prove to be able to win on the road. We can't rely on just primetime wins at MetLife Stadium. We have 3 wins, 2 of them at home at MetLife on primetime. The other win was in Tennessee. Now let's go on the road and win in Arizona. And someone said, Jets fans think we're going to win the division. No. King Lowski said, if you win on the road, if you're on the road in the playoffs, that means you're a wild card team, bro. So learn ball. But at the end of the day, man, what a freaking win last night. It's so, can I just say this? It's so refreshing to have Jets fans happy. And I'm not saying we should be, jumping for joy and thinking that the vibes are back and we're going to the Super. Like, that's not the point. The point is that there's just a positive energy right now amongst Jets fans. I missed that. It's been a long 5 weeks in a row with losing. We deserve this. Soak it in. Try not to think about them being 3-6. Even though I will say that loss to the Patriots is haunting me, bro, because we beat the Patriots and then we just beat the Texans the way we just beat the Texans. Man. Then we're what, 4-5? I can't do it. I don't want to go down that route. Damn it. Don't do it, Richie. Focus on the now. LaSalle, hey, Lowski. Hey, shout out, Lowski, but you haven't won since 1974, so have fun with this team you have while we get Cooper Flag and more. Yeah, enjoy the draft. I mean, are you kidding me, LaSalle? You're comparing a team that's built to win now, built to win a championship, to a team that's rebuilding. Enjoy the rebuild. Enjoy the rebuild, LaSalle. Thanks for the $5, though. We appreciate that. Hit the like button, folks. The New York Jets are coming off a W. Let's get it. All right, let's get to more callers. We got Edward driving right now. What's good, Ed?
What's up, Richie?
How you doing?
I felt so bad for you after the loss last week because they broke you. They didn't break your spirit, but the Jets broke you, and you were like this upbeat kid, and I was like, oh, my God, they went and destroyed another Jet fan.
They did, man. They really did. I couldn't hold it back.
And then I was ready to sit out the year, and then them slimy green bastards had to win last night and suck me back in.
Those slimy green bastards.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, really. They needed to break us in order to bring us back in, huh?
But the second half last night was what we were expecting from this team all year. Good defense, good offense. Not great on either side, but good. We were expecting it to be good. We were expecting competent play. And I think you have to reach rock bottom before you can go in the upward position. I think that Malachi Corley play was rock bottom.
Yeah.
That was rock bottom for the season. Just totally just like the most Jet thing to do. Literally. At the worst possible time. I think at that point we hit rock bottom, and now we're going to go up a little bit. Can't say if we're going to make the playoffs or go deep into them, but at least we're not going to be the shit that we were the last 5 weeks.
We can only hope, because we need this momentum to start something positive for us, man, because how great would back-to-back wins be for this team?
Oh,
and his
man.
fan base.
Could you imagine, even though we were going through the growing pains, if Zerline could have just won 2 of those 3 games that he messed up, and where we would be right now?
Yeah, it really is. You look at it like that. It's crazy.
You just look at it, and it's like you have to, because we won those games. We outplayed those teams in those games. As shitty as we were, we outplayed them.
It's true. Which is why it feels good that when we outplay a team like last night, we actually win.
Yep. But the biggest thing is those referees better start calling them holding penalties on Will McDonald. That was ridiculous what they did to that kid. They were mauling him and manhandling him. And there were a few plays where Hassan Reddick was like manhandled, and they called nothing. Nothing. So, I mean, but we all know that, the refs are paid by, DraftKings. So it's basically, it is, I think. That's what I think.
Luckily, some calls didn't go our way. Some calls did go our way, and some of the calls didn't break this team. That's the most important piece.
Right, but some of the calls were
and the no calls, too.
Well, some of the calls against the Texans were bad, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not a very, it wasn't really kosher.
And I feel like that's with every NFL game. People are like, oh, it's rigged for this team. No, it's just the NFL refs are not good at their job. That's what I think the reality is.
I have a question for you, Richie. Where do you live? What town you live in?
Right, I moved. I'm in Rockville Center.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I grew up in Seaford.
Oh, nice. I grew up in East Meadow.
East Mudhole.
East Mudhole. Yeah, man. Long Island represent.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm down here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area now.
All right. Well, represent Jets Nation down there. We appreciate you, Edward. Thank you so much for the call.
Yep. Central
and
North Carolina,
drive safe.
New York Jets fan club. Take care.
That's awesome. There you go. Represent hard down there. Drive safe. And let's go Jets, Ed.
Yep.
Take care. Look at that. Edward Ziff out here. Down, supporting this Jets team. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's go it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indy Jets, my boy, my guy.
What's going on, Richie?
We made it. We won a game. Can you believe it?
Hey, you know why? It was because of the pregame Richie and Nature show.
That's why. That's the
That's why it was all about Richie being in nature and being relaxed and getting focused, and that's why. Nope, didn't have nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. It was you, buddy. It was you.
That means that means I got to do the same thing next week.
That you got to do that clear up and through February when it's cold as shit. You'll be out in the nature right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're gonna do it today too. Later today.
You know we were talking about you're going to do the all 20 or you're going to do the all 22 or are you going to look at that?
Yeah, we're going to do the all 22 for this game for sure.
We were talking we've been talking about this the lack of holding, or the lack of holding calls, But also watch I watched several times where CJ Stroud got out of the pocket and I want to say it was Michael Clemens that just got hammered right in the back. He almost had Stroud, and Clemens just got drilled right in the back. And I'm like, how? And the referee's standing 10 feet away, looking at it. How do we? I mean, why are we not getting these calls now?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It really.
We go from the one game where we have 22 penalties in the whole game to now we can't get, a simple holding call. I mean, how inconsistent is the NFL refs have to do better.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the refs last night was not in our favor or in the Texans' favor. I think it was kind of neutralized. But at the end of the day, it just feels good that the refs are not the talking point in a loss, right?
Yeah, and I guess if we're going to have it one way, then let's just have 3 penalties and 3 or 4 penalties a game for both teams or whatever, and just be consistent. But to have a game where they called 22 penalties. Well, they actually called more than that, but several of them were offsetting. But that just shows how if our referees can't even be consistent, how the hell does a player be consistent?
It's true. It's true. And luckily, we're on the good side of this. And I think that's refreshing.
So, we got to start this winning streak. We got to start somewhere. So, it's too bad it didn't start 2 or 3 weeks ago. But, hey, being a Jets fan is never easy, my brother. So
it is never easy.
All right,
we good, man.
I look forward to next week's Richie and the Nature Show, too.
Oh, I'm doing it later today, too, as well. Don't you worry, man. Much love to you, Indy Jets.
All right, my man. Be good.
Be good, man. Let's go. The nature walks are working. The series has been a hit. I'm noticing you guys really like it. I don't know how that even started, to be honest, or what made me do that, but it definitely seems like it's a hit right now, these nature walks. I mean, live on a walk, baby. Live on a walk. And now we're going to be live on a walk with a win to talk about. Not usually I'm live just upset. But now we're live going to be talking about a win. How about that? With 4 picks, we can be playoff contenders. We just need one guy to fall. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You got to get a star. This is a star-driven league, the NBA. You know that, Lizelle. You got to get a star. Yeah, draft a star, develop a star. You got to do that. Much love to you, Lizelle, though. Much love. Appreciate the super chats. We got Chris Fizz up next. What's up, Chris?
Yo,
Jets,
Rich.
Baby.
What's up, man? I got the shirt on. I got the hat.
There we go.
Rich. First of all, I gotta say, huge fan of the channel, man. I've been following you for I think 3 years now. I mean, I'm a junior in high school. I'm 16, so I'm a young kid. I'm a young Jets fan. It's hard out here. You know it the best.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
But I gotta say, I mean, I don't really get to come in on these call-in shows because normally we got Sunday games, Monday nights. I got school the next day. Don't mind my brother in the background, by the way. But I had off today, so I was like, all right, I gotta go talk to Rich. It was his big win last night.
First time caller, let's go. I love it.
I mean, I have called in a few times, but it's almost like a once-a-year type thing, So I come in once every season. But look, I gotta keep it a buck. I'm not necessarily happy with the win last night. I'm happy that we won, right? But I'm not necessarily satisfied, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I was watching the game with my mom. She's like the biggest Jets fan you'll ever meet. And she didn't even know we were playing last night. I mean, that's how rock bottom we are. Wow. I mean, it's depressing to watch the Jets at this point.
It is.
It really is. And the first 2 weeks of the season, I was ecstatic. I mean, we lost the first game, expected, but we kept it close. And then the second game we came in, got a little bounce back. I mean, I was pretty happy. And then we went on this tear for a little bit, and then we just went downhill. And
I know. And now let's hope we can go uphill from here, right? That's the only thing we can hope for. We don't want to get overly excited and just expected and get disappointed. We're not satisfied, but this is a step in the right direction. That's all that matters.
That's right. And Greg, I loved him last year. Greg the Leg, he was one of the best. I would come on, see your show all the time. He would just be chanting Greg the Leg. He was good. And now this year, it's like, okay, get him off the team. He's been trash. Aaron Rodgers.
He was great. Now he's trash indeed.
I disagree with you all off season. When Aaron Rodgers came to this team, I absolutely hate the guy. He's too much drama. He's too much with the darkness retreats and all that. I was a little happy to see him not do the best for us, but I want us to do good, But I was a little happy, because I hate the guy. I hate to see him succeed. But if it's with the Jets, you got to support him. Last night, he didn't look too bad. Kind of reminded me of the stuff that he did in the Patriots game on Thursday Night Football. So maybe Rodgers just has this Thursday Night Football type thing. I don't know, but maybe we got to get some more prime time Thursday nights in there.
He plays his best ball on Thursday night. Let's get that on Sundays, Darren. How about that?
Right. And then my last thing here, I mean, look, we're 3-6 right now. I'm not too satisfied with that. But you got to look at the next 2 weeks. We play the Cardinals, and then we play the Colts. Oh, I think we can come both of those games with wins. I mean, revenge game versus Joe Flacco maybe, and then Kyler Murray's for the Cardinals still, or is he injured?
Yeah, Kyler Murray's healthy.
Murray's still. All right, so then I think we can come out of those 2 games with wins and then go into the bye. I think it's possible.
We should. And then we're 5-6. So
that's right.
And then all of a sudden, everything's alive. It's
a step in the right direction.
That's all that matters. And it's just don't even worry about next week for now, Chris, just enjoy an actual victory sensation because we've been desperate for that for so long. So enjoy your day off, Chris.
It's been a struggle.
Enjoy your day off. Much love to you. Appreciate all the support, my man, and let's go Jets.
Have a good one, man.
You too, brother. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris, man. Sharon, Jets 10-7 division winners. I'm not going to go that far. I mean, obviously the Bills need to literally fall apart if that was the case. Yeah, I don't see the Bills falling apart. But it would be great. I love that, Sharon. But realistically speaking, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Gangrene said, why did that kid hate Rodgers? I'm actually curious. Seemed like he just doesn't like Aaron as a person and just as quote-unquote drama. That's what Chris said. But he's a Jet, so you got to root for him. And I know that Aaron is very polarizing. Totally understand that. He's not a person that everybody likes. I happen to. I actually liked him before he was a Jet. I was a big fan of him before he was a Jet. While I was in the Green Bay Packers, I always loved Aaron Rodgers. So that's why when he became a Jet, it was like a big deal for me. I'm like, holy crap. But I know that he's a very polarizing figure, to say the least. D Risen! D Risen!
Yo, Richie.
What's up,
man.
D?
What's going? Hey, man. What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, man. The vibes are high for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I see I seen you taking a couple walks, this past couple weeks, so I know you've been going through it, bro. I know you've been going through it.
I know, man. We're going to now do a positive walk next. How about that? We're going to be on a walk, talk about some good things out for a win.
Hey, listen, them walks is pretty good at this point for us, man. Like the way how things is going, we have to take a walk,
Exactly.
We have to
clear
take
the head, man.
Yeah, man, because listen, I just wanted to call in, and be here and say, we can't get too high off of this. We already know we have the easiest schedule in the league. So all the wins that we supposed to have before, we were supposed to win those games. We have a lot of new pieces, we're showing progress. Like I said to you in the beginning of this season, this is going to be growing pains, and this is the real definition of growing pains when you look at the Jets, and everything's going to work out for itself. I feel as though in the long run, hopefully we can get past the Cardinals running game. We sucked at the running game this week. Was trying to stop the running game rather this week. I feel as though that the Texans quarterback, if he would have ran the ball more, he probably would have got some success over us last night. So we kind of dodged the bullet with that one.
100%.
So if we can, so if we can stop the Cardinals game, that'll be a plus, and then we have a game after that, then a bye. Hopefully we can get past this bye with 2 wins, and then we can start really, beating our chests a little bit more, because we all know this schedule is the easiest schedule in the league. So yeah, man, it's gonna get crazy, or it's gonna get nasty, but at the same time, this is growing pains, man. And as a Jet fan, we just gotta root for our team, be there for them, and hope for the best. Everything is in progress. It's a progress moment right now that we're having.
It's a progress moment. We don't want to get too high on this, but it's also an opportunity for us to just be present and be happy and satisfied that we're actually not embarrassing. How about that?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Let's just soak it in and enjoy it together, man. D, salute to you, my brother. Much love to you as always. And enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, my man.
You too, Richie, man. Thanks a lot, man, for what you do as well, man. I'm always in tune from a distance, man. But thanks to you, man. And shout out to my boy Jack, man. Where you at, Jack?
I know, man. He had plans this morning.
Let's go, Jets.
You gotta hop on. Let's go, Jets. Shout out to D Risen. Man, I love that guy. Appreciate you, D. Much love to you. I'm curious to see what the updated odds are already for the way too early odds for next week. If you guys want to check out BetUS, the #1 online sports book, in the world is right here on BetUS. You guys can use the promo code YouTube150 to get a 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits. That's up to $2,000. Here are the odds for week number 9 across the NFL. You can also go ahead and check out the odds for next week. So I'm kind of curious. I'm going to jump the gun real quick. The Jets are opening up against the Cardinals. Let's see if they have it. They don't have it yet. Look at that. They don't have it yet. Watch the Jets be favorites because the books love the Jets. The books love the Jets, but you guys can go check it out. Oh, wow. The Dolphins are on Monday night next week against the Rams in L.A. That's going to be interesting. Definitely go check out BetUS Sportsbook, folks, the number 1 online sportsbook. Ooh, Bengals-Ravens on Thursday night this week. We got some good games coming up. What about Sunday night? What do we got on Sunday night? They don't have it on here. All right. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sponsor. Go check them out, folks. Go check those boys out. We got JT up next, my boy JT. JT, you're live, bro.
Yo, sorry, I had some audio issues. I had to fix that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
All right, cool. Yo, what a dub, bro.
We did it. We got a win. Isn't that insane?
Dude, it was just beautiful. Dude, all like the whole first quarter, I'm just sitting there like, same old Jets. Texting my group chat like, only the Jets. You can't make this shit up. A dropped fucking, sorry, excuse my French. A dropped touchdown. Like, Corley, what was that, bro?
Oh, boy.
Your second NFL touch, first carry. You got to bring that in, bro. I'd be holding that shit over the end zone like this as I'm running in, bro. Like, no cap. That's just inexcusable. But it looks like we finally have a kicker in typical Jets fashion. Doinks it in.
Doinks it in.
Easy. And then he looked good after. I don't know, man. Hopefully this is a turning point. That Garrett Wilson catch, one other thing I want to hit on, bro. Holy. Air Wilson, baby.
Air Wilson merch coming soon.
Dude, it's better. That catch was absolutely insane, man. I'm still in shock he actually came down with that for a touchdown.
Me too.
It's just this game was literally just, I don't even know. It was like the Jets season summed up, and then it was what the Jets were supposed to be summed up. Like, it was really a tale of two halves, man.
It was, and it's refreshing to actually be on the positive end of it. Usually
Dude,
it's a good first half and a bad second half or something bad like that, you know?
Usually, yeah, but we came home with a dub against a good team, man. I'll take it. I don't care who the fuck wasn't playing. We came home with a dub, and that's all that matters, baby.
Literally.
Jets, Jets.
Appreciate you, JT. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We're 1 like away from 100 likes. 1 like away from 100 likes. Let's get that 100 like right now. We got Jets for Life up next. What's up, bro? What's up, man? You're muted. I can't hear you.
There you
go. What's up, brother?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing phenomenal.
Yo, Victory Friday, you know?
Oh, I know. How about it?
Yo, I could tell you, in that first quarter, especially with Corley dropping the ball, I had a vision of me just throwing my remote to the TV, cracking my screen. You know, it's like, oh my God. But then I'm like, you know what? Let me relax, you know? Let me take a deep breath. You know, we'll probably come back in the second half, and that's exactly what we did. So
it's about damn time they did that, right? Usually, like, all right, It's still a game in the halftime. It's still a close game, and they still don't get a win, but they do finally.
Oh, finally, yo! Snap that 5-game losing streak. It was about damn time.
It was. It feels good, man. It feels good to just have Jets fans be happy, have some smiles, and it just feels good, man. Whether this season ends up positive at the end or not, I'm just enjoying this moment. That's how I look at it.
Of course, I'm not gonna say we're gonna win out, but it's a start. And
gotta start somewhere.
I'm pretty torn between the Bills and the Fins. One thing I want the Fins to win to bring these Bills back down to earth. But at the same time, living down here in South Florida and listening to these Fins fans talking about we're coming into Buffalo, we're going to whoop that ass and shit. I'm like, how? Like, what? Like, what's your logic in that?
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's like very delusional. But
it's true.
But you know, well, we'll see. We'll see how we do. I believe we could win the next 2 games, and you know, go into the bye 5-6, and then from there, you know, who knows? Who knows?
You never know, man. You never know. Appreciate the call as always, dude. Enjoy sunny Florida on this Victory Friday, my man.
All right. And I'm gonna be looking for your nature walk show right now. You know,
you got it. I'll later today after the show, and I'll definitely doing that later this afternoon. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go, man. I started a movement with these nature walks. I didn't know you guys would love it this much. I'll take it. I'll take it. The nature walks is turning into some positive energy. And the funny thing about the nature walk shows is I went on a walk. My first show I did on a walk the intention was to disconnect from the Jets. It was for me to remove my thoughts from the Jets, not thinking about them. But I couldn't get them off my mind on a walk. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go live because I can't stop thinking about the Jets ruining my life. And it turned into what it is now. Start a movement. Start a movement. I love it. All right, guys. We hit over 100 likes. We hit over an hour on the show. I'm going to wrap things up now. I expect a nature walk live stream eventually on the show. And then we got the huddle later today as well. We got a Knicks game tonight, so I'll be covering the Knicks on Knicks Media today as always. So definitely go check me out over there. But shout out to the Jets, man. They get the W last night against the Houston Texans. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in to this show. I love each and every single one of you guys that tunes into this channel, man. Salute to the chat. Let's go, baby. Feels good to be on a winning side. Whether we're at 3-6, we're 7-0, I don't care. Winning feels good. Winning feels good. So I'm going to wrap things up now, guys. Salute to the chat. Hit the like button on your way out. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of the channel. Love you guys. See you guys later today on my walk. Peace out, folks.